there. How's everyone doing? How's everyone? Hey, welcome to Educational Moments with Dr. Naita. Hey, we have an exciting show planned for this evening.
I don't know if I can. That these gentlemen really spelled it out. And it definitely comes down to some of those concepts that they've already mentioned. Each one, reach one, and teach one. Um, Things of that nature. Understanding how laws are um, suppressing, as being stated, such as how how can property taxes be the way that schools are funded, but we know that there's a certain um, disparity as it pertains to um, home values in certain parts of town. So you mean to tell me if I live in the hood or if I live in a certain area, since the property values are low, that means that my school is going to be funded poorly, um, which is perpetuates poor educational outcomes. And so you have things like that where when you really grasp and understand, like, this is systemic oppression. This is the reason why it looks like we can't get ahead, then we've got to put ourselves in position, like, hey, like, this got to be overturned, or hey, this right here, no matter how much money you throw at the problem, the problem is fixed to be a concern for generations to come. So we have to get in position. We have to know our rights and understand the bondages that's been set in place, and break those chains. And then
And still today, what's crazy is in order for me to talk to my dad, I have to actually call him. But there's a but. What helped me to get to the place, because most young, I talk to young black men all the time whose fathers are not there, and they make excuse after excuse after excuse. And I commend you, man. You could have made all kind of excuses, but you were able to channel that energy and still build a relationship with your father, regardless. And but what helped me, God really helped me even today to help me to understand, even though my father's not there, my father is there. And so when I understood that, that helped me to be the better person, to know that I have a father that will supply all my needs, and I have a father that can do way more than my earthly father. So that helped me to look at it from God's perspective. And even today, I reach out to my dad. I take the kids to see my dad, even though he doesn't do it. I take the initiative to do it, and it makes me feel good.
An HBCU, but you chose HU. Now I know
Yes, ma'am.
Howard calls themselves the
Here we
real
go.
HU. I know the competition. I know it. I'm gonna know it all too well. Okay. That's right. HU. I get it. So how did you end up at Hampton of all the
uh,
schools?
yes, ma'am. I have love for the Howard family. I have some Howard people, so
I
there's
know
no
you
beef
do.
over here.
I know.
I just got to make that clear. But how I got to Hampton, I actually have a cousin. She graduated from Hampton with chemical engineering degree,
Okay.
and just her like path of professionalism is what inspired me. And I come from a whole bloodline of HBCU graduates, so all the way from my grandma, my mom, my dad, all of them went to HBCU. So I just want to continue the tradition, almost pretty much,
Okay.
but I had to choose a HBCU that was right for me, not the one
That's
they were
right.
trying to force me to go.
And where did they want you to go? Did they want you to go stay in Florida?
Yes, ma'am. They wanted me to go to Tallahassee.
On the hill.
They want me to go to the Seven Hills. It's in my blood, but it ain't in my heart. I had
Oh,
to go
come on
somewhere I
now.
felt comfortable enough to be myself, and I think I made a great choice in Hampton.
Awesome. You said a mouthful right there. That was just so much. That was so rich because so often, in working with young people, I know that parents will push their agenda on their students. And like you said, yeah, it's in your blood, but your heart was somewhere else. So that
Yeah.
is just, and you followed your heart, and it has paid off for you. So that is awesome. That is awesome. So what?
I want to start out by saying that it's never too late to start in business.
I'm going to
Um,
make.
right, right. It's never too late to start.
Okay.
It's never too young to start. And being in higher education for a long time, I always had the side business on the side, doing training and bringing in some multiple streams. And we talked about this last time about, that's how I was able to get my granite countertops in my Cleveland house and some of that stuff with some of the extra stream of incomes that were coming in. But now I'm doing it full time with multiple contracts coming in. The reason why I say it's so important for you not to think that it's too late to get started. I'm 61 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually started full time in my business in my late 50s. And so I feel like the world is just opening up at my age right now. So don't ever think that it's too late to start, because it's not.
All right.
So that's one of the things I want to tell people. That some people think, well, I'm too old to start a business, or, nobody's going to want to work. That's not true.
Yeah.
So never think it's too old to get started, because then the women who are in this game now, we're helping the ones behind us, like my daughter, who's a young entrepreneur who has her own business called Apollo's Paw. And she makes product for her dog's paws. And a lot of people buy this stuff for some reason. I told her, don't give it away, sell it. So she sells it. But that's one of the main things I want to start out with is don't let age be a deterrent from starting a business.
Very good. And then you said, but it's never too early either. So you're
Yes,
saying that young ladies that are still in high school, or even all the way down into middle
school. Go to school. We say in my family, stay down until you can come up. And that's what I did. So at that point, that's when I started realizing that I wanted more in life from a material aspect. I wanted more in life from in terms of how I use my time. Because that's our highest commodity. You can own things, but you can lose them and get them back in a lifetime. One thing you can't get back in your lifetime is your time. And that's something that you want to get the highest return on. You want to get the highest return on your time. So that's around that time, my first job.
Okay.